Good day, I'm Eunice Kim, and here are your headlines from around the world. We'll begin with some new clues about what may have happened to the missing Malaysia Airlines jetliner that seemingly disappeared on Saturday with 239 people on board. China's Xinhua news agency reports that 3 suspicious floating objects were spotted along the southern tip of Vietnam on satellite images posted on the Chinese government's website. This is near the original flight path of the Boeing 777, and meanwhile, Malaysia's military says it has traced what could be plane parts on the western side of the country in an area south of Thailand's Phuket island, hundreds of kilometers away from the plane's last known location. The Associated Press reports the massive search will span over waters both east and west of Malaysia and could even expand toward India today. We will stand with Ukraine. This is the pledge U.S. President Barack Obama made to Ukrainian Prime Minister Arseniy Yatsenyuk, who was at the White House Thursday to campaign for U.S. support. Obama also called on Russian President Vladimir Putin to rethink Crimea's vote 3 days before the referendum that is widely believed will favor Crimea's secession from Ukraine to join the Russian Federation. Meanwhile, a bill that would authorize a $1 billion loan to Ukraine is making its way through the U.S. Senate. This as the leaders of the G7 group of nations earlier said they will not recognize the results of Sunday's referendum. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon urged the eyes of the world back onto the Syrian civil war, which entered its 4th year on Wednesday. Ban called the situation in Syria the biggest humanitarian and peace and security crisis facing the world, while acknowledging Syria's neighbors, who he said were shouldering the increasingly unbearable effects of war. In a statement, he directly addressed Russia and the United States to take clear steps to re-energize peace talks as the initiating states of the Geneva Conference on Syria. More than 140,000 have died in the civil war since the uprisings against President Bashar al-Assad in 2011. And over in Turkey, thousands congregated in an Istanbul neighborhood Wednesday to mourn the passing of 15-year-old Berkin Elvan. He died Tuesday after being caught in the crossfire of police and demonstrators. A police tear gas canister hit the boy in the head, leaving him comatose for the past 9 months. News of his death reignited anger at the Turkish government and its police, triggering protests in cities across the country, the fiercest demonstrations since June. Police reacted by firing water cannons, tear gas, and rubber pellets at the crowds.